12-9. 11-8. 15 flat. 13-8. 11-9. 14-5. 13-1. 13-7. 13-4. 13 flat. 11-7. 13-3. 12-6. 15-9. 14-1. 12 flat. 13-8. 13-8. 12 flat. 13-6. 11-8. 21.3. 15-5. 13-6. 13-9. 32 flat. 14-1. 14-2. 13-8. 13 flat. Ryan Keel. 13-2. 13 flat. 13-7. 12-9. 13-4. 12-5. 12-6. 13-5. 24.6. 16-5. 12-6. 14-3. 14-7. 12-9. 14-5. 14 flat. 18-2. 14 flat. 13-6. 13 flat. 14-1. 15-2. 15-1. 27.3. 13-7. 15-3, 13-8, 18-4, 13-1, 13-2, 26.7, 13-4, 12-4, 17-2, 12-3, 13-1, 12-4, 13-2, 12-7, 14-1, 17-6, Dan the Man. Unknown driver. 11-6, 12-8, 11-7, 10-7, 14-1, 11 flat, 10-8, Big Daddy from Cincinnati. 10-5, 12 flat, 29.8, 10-5, 11-8, 12-2, 10-6, 12-4, 11-4, 11 flat, 12-3, 11-6, 11-9, 12-2, 12 flat. Joe Musso. 11-4, 12-1. 15-6, 11-5, 12-2. 12-2, 12 flat, 18-8. 11-5, 11-8. 13 flat. 11-6, 11-8. 13-6, 11-7, 11-7. 14-1, 11-8. 13-2, 12 flat. 13-5, 12 flat. 12-9, 11-9. 12-1, 14-7. 11-7, 13-1. 12-1, 13-2. 12-3. 12-2, 22.5. 12-7. 12-6. 13-6. 13-1. 14-7. 13 flat. 'Eddie Garrett. 12-7. 13-2. 13-6. 12-9. 13-1, 14-2, 13-4, 13-4, 13-2, unknown driver, 13-5, 13 flat, 13-2, 13-3, 12-7, 12-7, 13-8, Ethan Garrett, 15-1, 26.9, Al Spano, 13-9, 14-1, 10-2, 13-1, 9-5, 17-1, 13-9, 14-3, 13 flat, 13 flat, 111.6, 13-2, 13-2, 51.8, 12-8, 13-1, 12-5, 12-6, 12-5, 12-6, 9-2, 12-6, 12-6, 12-6, 13-3, 15-7, 12-8, 11-8, 16-3, 12-8, 11-9, 12-8, 11-6, 12-7, 11-8, 12 flat, 15-2, Big Daddy from Cincinnati. 11-9, 13-6, 11-8, 11-6, 11-7, 14 flat, 11-6, 11-6, 13-2, 11-5, 130.6, 11-6, 12-8, 11-6, 13-1, 11-4, 28.6, 13-6, 15-2, 14 flat, 14-3, 13-6, 18-7, 26.5, 12-5, 13-9, unknown driver, 12-8, 10-6, 10-5, 13-9, 10-5, 9 flat, 129.8, 10-4, 11-6, 10-9, 11-9, 10-7, 11-4, 11 flat, 11-2, 10-8, 11-4, 11-3, 11-2, Dan the Man, Chris Stevens, 12-4, 11-4, 11-8, 11-3, 14-1, 18-4, 11-2, 22.6, 29.3, 14-5, 14-8. 51.5, 13-2, 13-5. 11-2, 11-6, 13-5, 11 flat, 11-6, 13-3, 11-3, 11-6, 11 flat, 16-4, 11-3, 10-7, 12-7, 11-6, 11 flat, 12-4, 13-9, 11-1, 13-4, 13-2, 12-4, 10-9, 15-6, 16 flat, 11-1, 13-3, 12-8, 11 flat, 12-7, 12-9, 11-1, 13-4, 13-4, 11 flat, 12-8, 13-7, 14-9, 14-3, Eddie Garrett, 12-1, 12-2, 14-2, 12 flat, 15-4, 34.5, 24.8, 18-4, 13-2, 13-3, 13-2, 13-7, 13-6, 13-7, 15-3. 14 flat. 12-8. 129.5. 12-9. 13-7. 12-8. 12-7. 13 flat. 13-3. 13 flat. 13-6. 13-1. 12-6. 13-9. 12-6. 12-7. 12-4. 12-4. 14-3. 12-3. 13-8. 12-8. 14-4. 8-9. 34.2. 157 flat. 14-2. 13-8. 13-6. 13-7. 'Regular Big Daddy', Dan the Man. 11-7. 11-3. 11-5. 10-7. 10-8. 12-2. 10-8. 11-7. 10-9. 11-2. 10-9. 11-5. 10-9. 11-6. 10-9. 11-3. 10-7. 11-6. 11-2. 11-3. 10-7. 11-2. 11 flat. 11-3. 10-9. 12-5. 11-6. 11-5. 11-7. 11-6. 11-1. 11-3. 10-9. Mark Simons. 11 flat. 25.1. 13-7. 14-8, 17-6, 12-5, 14 flat, 12-2, 13-3, 12-7, 12-7, 11-7, 13-3, 12-4, 12-7, 12 flat, Jeff Trop Gruben, 12-4, 11-9, 14-4, 12-3, 12-3, 14-7, 13-3, 11-9, 13-7, 12-2, 12-6, 13-3, 12 flat, 12-9, 12 flat, 12-6, 12-2, 13-2, 12-2, 12-6, 15-5, 12 flat, 16-7, 11-9, Michael Barlin, 14-4, 12-8, 12-9, 14-1, 12-6, 13-3, 13-6, 12-4, 13-4, 13-2, 12-2, 13-3, 12-5, 14-1, Joe Musso, 12-6, 11-9, 12-7, 12-7, 13 flat, 12-5, 13-2, 16-7, 13-8, 12-5, 12-1, 14 flat, 13-3, 12-5, 12-2, 12-7, 13-1, 12-4, 12-7, 16-9, 12-7, 14-7, 13-1, 19-7, 12-1, 14-9, 12-4, 14-6, 8-5, 13-7, 8-7, 12-6, 14-4, 8-3, 14-5, 12-7, 12-7, 12-8, 12-3, 12-8, 13-7, 30.4, 13 flat, 12-9, 13 flat, 12-8, 12-1, 14-3, 12 flat, 13-3, 12-1, 12-9, 12-2, 12-4, 12-3, 12-4, 12-9, 17-8. 12-9, 12-3, 12-3, 12-3, Dan the Man, 8-6, 13-8, Al Spano, 11-2, 13-4, 10-5, 11-3, 14-5, 12-6, 11-7, 13-5, 13-3, 19-1, 11-6, Eric Scherer, 17-4, 11-2, 12-5, 13-9, 10-8, 12 flat, 13-6, 11-1, 11-6, 11-5, 13-2, 11-8, 11-2, 12-8, 11-3, 11-3, 13-3, 11-6, 11-1, 13-3, 11-7, 12-3, 13-1, 11-4, 13-1, 12-5, 11-6, 12-5, 13-6, 11-6, 12-7, 11-9, 12-5, 11-5, 14-2, 11-5, 11-6, 12-9, Ryan Keel, 11-6, 12-6, 12 flat, 11 7, 12 2, 11 4, 13 9, 11 6, 13 2, 11 3, 13 9, 11 8, 13 4, 11 7, 12 6, 11 7, 13 6, 16 6, 11 8, 12 7, 11 5, 12 5, 11 7, Eddie Garrett, 13 3, 11 6, 13 flat, 13 5, 11 5, 13 4, 12 4, 12 3, 35.6, 13 flat, 11 3, 12 9, 16 6, 13 1, 12 6, Chris Stevens, 13 3, 12 1, 12 4, 12 8, 11 9, 12 8, 11 7, 13 flat, 11 8, 12 6, 12 1, 13 9, 16 4, 12-8. 18 flat. 12-1. 12-3. 12 flat. 12 flat. Ryan Keel. 11-9. 9-1. 12-5. 11-8. 12-7. 12 flat. 17-8. 11-8. 30.1. 12-2. 13-7. 12-2. 11-6. 13-5. 13-4. 11-8. 13-5. 11-8. 28.8. 12 flat. 13-6. 12-3. 12-9.
No, I know how that goes. It's one thing if you just have nothing else, but once you've got your own, I wouldn't want to run somebody else's piece of shit either. 'Shit, he's got the mod touring car. Hey, Ben, when you get a minute.
Chris Stevens. Michael Barlin. 11-9. 14 flat. 10-3. 14 flat.
Have you already created an event?
Yeah.
Okay.
14-5.
I mean, we'll create the class, but there's no guarantee it will show up. Create
I can
class
delete
right
the
there.
event and redo it.
It's in classes, and it's at the very
15-6.
create class.
14 flat. 13-7. Unknown driver. 11-8. 18-7. 12 flat. 11 flat. 'Dan the Man.
Should be fine, yeah.
Alright.
Changes you make here will not update.
13-7.
I may have to.
Exist now.
I may have to delete the event, but that's no big deal. So it'd probably be all the way at the bottom, or no?
12-1.
There it is.
Hey, look, it does exist. Damn.
Fuck yeah. Appreciate it.
23.3. 11 flat. 10-7. 17-5. Al Spano. 11-4. 14-1. 14-1. 11-3. 14-2. 13-5. 14-1. 13-6. 27.1. 13-3. 13-3. 11-3. 13-8. 11-3. 13-6. 11-2. 10-8. 18 flat. 13-7. 13-5. 13-7. 13-3. 13-2. 13-3. 13-3. 13-6. 13-2. 13-2. 13-2. 13-2. 13-4. 13-7. 'Joe Musso. 13-3. 12-4. 13-1. 12-8. 13-1. 12-2. 12-3. 13-3. 11-9.
Test, test. Is this working? Hello. Is that working?
17-1.
All right, everybody. Thursday night racing 5280. I just sent the heats. They should post to Live RC soon. Order's going to be F1, 2 heats of GT12, Losi NASCAR in the house tonight. And we'll finish up with stock touring car. So again, that's going to be F1, GT12, Losi NASCAR, and touring car. 2 heats of GT12, but F1 guys, you will be up first. That's going to be Ryan, Ben, Jeff, Marcus, and Chris Stevens. Oh, you want me to add you? I'm just going to add you because I just sent it. I don't want to redo it, but I'll just go up and we'll try again. Cool.
Unknown driver. $20 flat. $10-3. 10-6. 9-7. 11-7. 9-9. 'Unknown driver. 10-3. 10-4. 14-7. 9-9. 14-1. 10-2. 14-9. 10-3. 10-4. 10-2. 10-4. Johnny Musso. Eleven nine. 11-9. 12-3. 12-4. 11-7. 'Big Daddy from Cincinnati.
All right, all right. It is Thursday night race action, 5280 Raceway in beautiful Lakewood, Colorado. Up first, Formula Uno. Later in this evening, we are going to debut the rapidly growing class of Losi NASCAR. We only have 3 guys tonight brave enough to put them out there, but I believe once we do this, we're going to see a lot more of them come Saturday and next Thursday. Just my prediction. I can't make this one work. It says it's on the right channel.
Ben Wilcox.
Test. Oh, too loud. Give Race and Ryan a minute. He's over here playing with himself. You just told me how much you loved it too. Hey, get a can of Easy Off and some elbow grease. You're good. Yeah.
Test. Testing. All right, let me do some drag and drop in here. Let's see. I got checks out of Ben and Marcus. Chris Stevens, that's going to be
Ryan Keel.
you.
Chris Stevens.
Jeff, can you cross again? I'm just making sure I got the right transponder.
Jeff Trop Gruben.
All right. So our order tonight, Heat 1, Formula Uno, is going to be Ryan, Ben, Jeff, Marcus, and Mr. Chris Stevens. Everybody look alive. We got Marshall coverage. So, Racing Ryan, you're going to send it at the tone. I will call the rest of you off in less than 5. Ben, Jeff, Marcus, Chris. I see 5 F1 cars out, and I didn't even dust mine off. Like to see this class running. Track's still a little slickery. Better than I expected. I only ran once earlier, but she's definitely slick. Well, Jeff told me he was running this because somebody had to lose, but he's actually leading everybody around at this point. Ben in that 2 spot, Marcus in the 3, Ryan and Chris. Somebody's got a spur gear making some bad noises. Ben's moved himself back out front. Watch the straight. Watch coming into the straight. I think Stevens might have done some damage. So that puts Ben out on point. Mr. Marcus Wolfram in that 2 spot. Ryan Keel now up in the 3. Jeff in that 4. Chris Stevens in the garage. Track must not be that terrible. Ben's already in the 10s with a 10.7. Marcus not far. Marcus just got in the 10s on that lap. 10.9 out of Marcus. Ryan 11.4, super respectable. Jeff 16.1 out of you, Jeff. Watch coming into the straight. Marcus moves himself to the point now. Drops Ben to that 2 spot. Ryan and Jeff. That's our order. Up next will be Heat 1, GT12. Marcus quicker yet, now down to a 10.8. He's got that Roche car looking pretty damn good. It's been solid our last couple of road sessions. Ryan down now to an 11.3. Jeff, hot lap of the track, 6.3. I'm confident that was legit. Ben's closing that gap. 2/10 is all the separation, and there it is. Ben puts it back out front. Puts Marcus down in that 2. Ryan holding down the 3. Jeff in that 4. A little more than 30 seconds to go on our clock. Ben looking to set that early TQ on a 27.502. Less than 10 drivers, keep them rolling. I will let you know when you cross for the final time. We should hopefully be streaming. Normally Adam fires that up. There's your tone. Ryan, you're done. Ben, done. Jeff, done. Marcus, you're done. Ben is going to take that one. Setting our round 1 TQ, time to beat 27.501. Nice run, Marcus. Nice run, Ryan. Nice run, Mr. Jeff Troftgruben. All right, Heat 1 GT12. That features Mr. Mark Simons, Michael Barlin, Ethan Garrett, and Jeff Troftgruben. We'll give Jeff a minute here since he got stuck back to back.
Michael Barlin. Mark Simons. Ethan
All
Garrett.
right, I'm back with you, boys and girls. Just looking for Jeff. He's probably making his way over here. Take your time, Jeff. All right, looks like I didn't have to yell at anybody for marshaling. Thank you, gents.
Oh, does he have one going in the pit?
Now we'll give Jeff a minute, let him get a couple of laps in, and then we'll send it.
Jeff Troftgruben.
Feel free to take a couple, Jeff. You're good? All right. Order's going to be Mark, Michael, Ethan, and Jeff. Mark, you're going to go at this tone. I will send the rest of you off in less than 5. Michael. Ethan. Hefe. Jeff unleashed all the ponies on that launch. Traction control is off. Once again, GT12, our biggest class tonight. Always a strong showing in this class. Fun cars to drive and truly a driver's class. We're all running a rubber tire and a spec motor. Keeps the racing close. All right, we're about 1 minute into this thing. Mr. Mark Simons leading them around. Ethan Garrett in that 2, Michael in the 3, Jeff in the 4. Ooh, watch this pole. She's clear. Simons looking to set that early TQ. He is on a 25.509 and getting faster. Ethan's only about 3.5 seconds behind. Another 6 seconds back is Michael Barlin. Michael saved our track from imminent flooding the other day. We all owe him a debt of gratitude. I think this whole place would have been underwater. Got Chris Stevens dancing out there for us. Simons 11.8, only driver in the 11s. Ethan not too far. Oh, there it is. 11.9 on that last lap out of Ethan. Michael 12.8, 12.9 out of Jeff. Heat 2, GT12, you guys will be up next. Hope you're doped. Hope you're ready. Simon's pulling away. 6 seconds now is the gap between that 1 and the 2 spot. That is the closest race on the track. Michael Barlin holding down that 3 spot. He's about 9 seconds behind Ethan. Jeff is about 7 seconds behind Michael. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, that's our race. Minute and a half on the clock. Mark just keeps stretching that gap. 13 seconds now. Now the race between Ethan and Michael. Michael only 5 seconds behind Ethan. There's plenty of clock left. See if Michael can move up a spot. But nobody touching Mark Simons at this point. But we still have another crew to go next. Ethan put a little gap on Michael. He's trying to keep himself firmly in that 2 spot, but nobody touching Mark Simons right now. 20 seconds to go. Team Muso catcalling now from walking up to the old driver's stand. They're both up next. All right, there is your tome. Nobody's done yet, though. Keep 'em turning, keep 'em burning. Every second counts. Simons, you're done. Jeff, done. Michael, done. Waiting on Ethan, and it's a wrap. There it is. Mark Simons setting that early TQ, 25,506. Ethan finished in that 2 spot. Michael 3, Jeff in the 4. What'd you find?
Well, and if it's like Marcus's, he'll glue that tip back on his body post. He'll shoe glue it.
Joe Musso.
It's a T4.
All right, Heat 2. That's featuring Johnny Amuso, Ryan, Al,
Johnny
Smokin'
Musso.
Joe, and local favorite Ryan Martinez.
Do you have a receiver with you?
Ryan local favorite
What radio do you
Martinez.
run? Utaba? I might have a receiver. If you wanted, I forgot about the Renorex. You're welcome to grab whenever the touring car.
Ryan Keel.
All right, we got checks out of everyone. I could use one more Marshall, somebody that just ran that last GT12. You got it, Chad? Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. All right, we got coverage now. Again, that order, Johnny, Ryan, Al, Joe, Ryan Martinez. Johnny, listen for that tone. I will call the rest of you off in approximately 5. Ryan, Al, Joe, Ryan. There we go. Off and running. Johnny's car sounds like it's got a flat tire. That is the craziest sound I ever heard coming out of your car, Johnny. All right, we're about 1 minute into this thing, and a local favorite, Ryan Martinez, leading these boys around. Johnny Musso in that 2 spot. Ryan Keel holding down the 3. Al in the 4. Smokin' Joe Musso in the 5. Our top 3 cars looking to put it 1, 2, and 3 on our overall leaderboard at this point, but there is still 3.5 minutes to go. But Mark Simons watching his TQ evaporate right before his very eyes. But he's still going to be in the dance at least. Although I'm going to tell you right now, you're all going to make the show because I am absolutely stacking the main. Oh, yeah. We'll qualify with split heats, but 9 cars, I'm sending it. Order remains Ryan, Johnny, Ryan, Al, and Joe. Martinez on a 27.507 hot lap 11.1. Johnny Musso just threw an 11.4 on the board, 13.1 out of Ryan, 12.6 out of Al, Smokin' Joe with a 12.6 as well. Oh no, my bad. 12.1 for Joe, 12.4 for Al. 11.5 out of Ryan. I was reading the wrong line, boys. But 11.1 for Ryan Martinez, 11.4 out of Johnny. 3 minutes down, 2 to go. Ryan, Johnny, Ryan, Al, and Joe. Closest race on the track is your 1 and 2 car. About 4.5 seconds between Ronnie and Ryan and Johnny. I'm not feeling so good. Bear with me. You painted the windows? Dude, you will fit right in at E-Team Hobbyplex. For whatever reason, it's technically illegal. I never totally understood that. But at a big race, you wouldn't be allowed to do that. But here, Thursday Night Club Racing at 5280, anything goes. Put a mod motor in. I don't really care. Johnny holding on. 5.5 seconds now is the gap between that 1 and 2 car. Ryan only about 7.5 behind Johnny. And then Al and Joe, about 4.5 seconds between the 4 and the 5 car. But still, our top 3 drivers, they're looking to put it 1, 2, and 3. That'll move Simons down to 4 overall. Up next, we've all been waiting for it, and it's about to happen. Losi NASCAR coming to 5280 Raceway in just a short few moments. There's your tone. Keep them rolling. I'll let you know when you're done. So far, everybody's still live. Johnny, you're done. Al done. Joe, you're finished. And Ryan both done. There it is. That's a wrap. Ryan's going to reset that TQ on a 27.508. Johnny puts it 2 overall. Ryan puts it 3 overall. I was just going to blame you for that repair, Ryan, but I realized that was about the only part I did on the way out. Good job, Michael. You have fun? Wait till the main. Hey, Johnny, I got a can of Fix-A-Flat over here. It sounded so bizarre. All right, here it is. Oh, yeah, thank you. Martina's going to do a little track maintenance, let you guys figure these cars out. Just send it, man. That's why the rules need to remain just uber simple. The whole point of this is just to drive the car, right? Oh, transponders. Let me get this sorted. Is everybody running transponders? I see at least 2 of you are.
Dan the man.
Okay, I got Dorsey. Mark, can you cross for me?
Mark Simons.
And Jeff, can you cross for me, please, Jeff? Process elimination, I should have known that, but
Jeff Trop Gruben.
I don't want anybody getting mixed up here on our first night. All right, our order is going to be Jeff, Mark, and Dano. Jeff, you'll go at the tone. I'm going to space you guys out pretty good here. Be patient. Mark, Marshall's Look Alive. And Dan. Kind of momentous occasion here at 5280 Raceway. I knew this day was coming, and here it is. These cars are almost 100% box stock. About the only thing you can do, glue the tires. You can change fluids and diffs and shocks. I think you can run a 3D printed fan mount. There's really everything. You got to run it out of the box. I'm expecting big things out of Trop Groove, and he's the only one that's actually put some work in. But currently, Dorsey's showing him the way. Dano looking to set our very first TQ time here at 5280 Raceway. Dan on a blistering 23.507s. Simons now just moved up to that 2 spot. Kicks our pro, our local NASCAR pro, Jeff Trop Groove into the 3. Let's get a load of hot laps. 13-2. Dorsey screaming around 13-2. Simons with a 14-4, 15-8 out of Jeff. They look good, I'm not going to lie. Tell you, if this takes off at all, I'm going to kind of poach the idea I saw them doing up at Eplex. They actually have a pace car and they do a rolling start. It's pretty badass. Got flashing lights on it, the whole 9 yards. Problem is, a lot of people in the field just had a trouble completing that pace lap before the tone. Dan, Mark, and Jeff. I imagine you can run to your local hobby town and pick one of these bad boys up if you get the itch. I see Racing Ryan's got an eyeball on him. He's thinking about it. You know, one thing I didn't see rule-wise looking around the country where people are running them, are guys using reverse? Is that legal or is that a no-no too? I would think it would add an element of excitement. 13 flat. Dorsey knocking at the door of a 12-second lap. Mark 14-1, 15-2 out of Jeff. Dano still on that 23. 23.506 is going to be what we're looking at for our opening TQ. I'd like to see some truck bodies out here. Up next will be touring car.
Would you consider running 25.5, not necessarily tonight, but Saturday touring? Do you have a motor? Yeah, just whatever. I'll probably if that's all you got, throw that in. Nobody will give a shit. And I probably have one you could borrow. I usually have a handful of motors floating around. But yeah, if you want to run with us. But 21.5 is fine. It's just about having fun. If you just kill all of us, we might bitch a little and I'll buy you a motor.
Whoop. Just like that. She's done. Everybody's still hot, though. Mark and Jeff, you're done. Dorsey and you cross, you'll be done. There it is. Yeah, we do need a burnout pit. Dorsey is going to do it. He is our first top qualifier in the history of 5280 Raceway. Mark finished in the 2, Jeff in the 3. All right. Touring car action now. That's going to be Ethan, Al, Eddie, Marcus, Big Daddy, and
Cincinnati.
Dan Dorsey. If I can get somebody to call this for me, that'd be awesome. Oh, yeah. Run it across the line real quick, and I'll drag you in, and then I'll get my car.
Eric Scherer. Al Spano. Ethan Garrett. Dan the Man. Regular Big Daddy.
All right, guys. If you were in that previous race, please put them down. Come right back out and marshal. And I will need a volunteer or two. Ryan's already all over it. Can we get one more marshal at the front door? Thank you. All right, straightaway is closed. Eddie, I need you to go under the loop.
Eddie Garrett.
All right, everyone is checked in. Remember, straightaway is closed. Your order is going to be Ethan. You will go on the tone. Al 2, Eddie 3, Marcus 4, Rick 5, Dan 6, Eric 7. I'm going to call you off with some pace. I'm not sure how fast these are, so just be ready, guys. Ethan, you go on the tone. Tone's coming in 5. Al, Eddie, Marcus, Rick, Dan, Eric. That wasn't horrible. All right, and we are off. It's good to have On Road back out. We'll give him a couple minutes here to get it sorted out. Work together, guys, out there. There's a lot of cars. If someone's coming up behind you, they're not racing you. They're passing you. Just go a little wide, and they'll go right underneath you. All right, we got 1 down, 4 to go. Rick on the point, Dan in the 2. He's about 1/10 back. Eric in the 3, about 3/10 back. Ethan in the 4, Marcus 5, Eddie 6, Al 7. Right now, your top 4 drivers are all within 1 second of each other. Ooh, watch in front of the announcer stand. I think that's clear. Take a quick look at hot laps here. Right now, the only man in the 10s is Dan, coming in with a blistering 10.9. Rick flirting with the 10s, though. He's got an 11 flat. Eric also with an 11 flat. Marcus and Ethan with 11 ones. Everyone else is higher than that. 130 down, 330 to go. Dan to the point. Rick down to the 2. Eric in the 3. Rick's about a half a second back. Eric about a second back from Rick. Yeah, everyone's real close. Those top 5 cars are probably about 3 seconds spread between them all. Sorry? You know, I do not know which car. Well, let me see if we can figure it out. He should be going under now. I think he's one of the pink ones. Or this green one. He might be this green one. Halfway through, drivers. Dan on the point. Rick about 6/10 back. Eric about 2 seconds back from Rick. Ethan in the 4. Marcus 5. Eddie 6. Al 7. Hot laps are getting faster. Rick and Dan down to the 10.8s. No one else in the 10s, though. Rick must have had some traffic there. Dan stretched it out on him, about 3 second gap now between your 1 and 2. Eric, though, he's reaching for it, and he's right on Rick's tail, about a second back. Ethan chasing Rick down, half a second back from Eric. 3 down, 2 to go, drivers. Dan leading around, Rick in the 2. Eric 3, Ethan 4. Your closest race right now is for that number 3 spot between Eric and Ethan. About 3/10 between them. $130 to go, drivers. Rick resets the hot lap of the race, coming with a 10.83. Dan 10.86. Ethan getting faster, though, up to the 3. Throws down a blistering 10.9 hot lap. Work together out there, guys. 60 seconds to go. Dan still leading around. Rick in the 2. Oh, it's flip flopping all over the place. We'll give it a second here. Dan leading around. Ethan up to the 2. Watch the straightaway. Go low. Go low in the straight. That is clear. .40 seconds ago. Dan on the point. Rick up to the 2. Ethan down to the 3. About a tenth between your 2 and 3. Eric's still in the mix. "10 seconds to go, drivers. When you hear the tone, keep going. I will call your name off. You guys are all real close. You don't want to lose a spot just because you stopped. Or 4. Keep going, drivers. Keep going. Al, you're done. Eddie, you're done. Marcus, you're done. Ethan, you're done. Dan, you're done. Rick, you're done. Just waiting on Eric. Great race, gentlemen. Dan takes the way too early TQ. Rick in the 2, Ethan in the 3. Fantastic job, drivers. We'll make the turn here. What do you guys think? 10 minutes? We'll get going at the bottom of the hour. 7:30. 15-minute break, guys. 7:30, Formula One, you will be up. Practice is open.
All right, I'm going to do a quick resort, and I'll open practice for a few, and then we'll send round 2 here shortly. Practice is open. Let's shoot for 7:30, guys. Round 2, 7:30 is what we're going to shoot for.
Chris Stevens. Sixteen flat.
Oh, you already did round 2? Oh, that's why it's fighting me.
Okay.
I'm like, what is going on here? Okay. Why is it not coming up then? Oh,
Because I have practice on. If
Yeah.
you turn practice off, it'll. Well, I had it off.
did you do a resort?
Yeah, I just sorted by finishing position.
Okay.
Is that not what you wanted?
Not really, but it's
What
fine.
you want?
It's only going to affect GT12. So that's going to keep you in your same heats irregardless.
Oh, I think it did. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just so you know, I already created another round too.
We fuckered this up pretty good. Didn't
That's all right.
Sorry.
And you only have to do it after round 1, and then it
Dan the
lets
man.
you change it. But when you click generate, right? And then the next page it goes to where you can choose how it sorts. You want to select
10-7.
fastest. I can't remember. I have to look at it, but anyway, it's no big deal.
10-6.
Is it fastest laps in time?
Yeah,
Something like
yeah,
that. Okay.
yep.
I'll do it that way from now.
I don't know why it won't ever default to that.
10-4.
See, that's funny because I thought about
142.8.
It looks not like what we do elsewhere, and then I was like, oh.
Yeah, so
thought it
it
would
10-6.
see it resorts you, but it keeps you in the same group.
14-2.
Can we just destroy the round 2?
10-4.
And redo it?
Yep. I think that, and then I can show you what
Yeah.
to actually
Yeah,
click.
sorry for fucking it up.
No, you're fine.
I'm trying to help, believe it or not.
Let's see.
10-5.
So I want to go here.
16-1.
Let's delete Q2.
10-6.
Then
12-5.
now we go create round. Yeah, so it defaults to this.
13-7.
And then you
12-6.
select fastest laps times. And then it'll remember it the rest of the night.
10-6.
Now it should. Yeah.
12-4.
Yep.
It's funny because I remember looking at it going, man, my dad made the names. Don't tell him I
11-4.
And I won't.
13-7.
Good deal. I won't fuck it up next time.
10-9.
And I've tried to figure out a way so that that's just the default, but I've never been able to do it.
11-8.
No problem. I'll make sure to do it that way.
10-9. 10-9. 15-8. 11-1. 10-8. 11-1. Ryan local favorite Martinez. Eight 5. Eleven 1. 10 9. 10 8. 11 flat. 10 8. 11 flat. 10 9. 10 8. 11 7. 12 9. 11 flat. 10 9. 'Eddie Garrett. $40.7.
All right, let's
Jeff
close
Trough-Graven.
practice down.
Ryan Keel.
All right. Formula One, Heat 2. Up next, we're looking for Ben, Marcus, Ryan, Jeff, and Chris Stevens. If we can get a little marshal help for Eric out here, anybody that was in touring car. Thank you, Dan. You on it? Al's technically should be there, but we should be fine. We got somebody under the board. Thanks, Shad.
Big Daddy from Cincinnati.
BD from Cincy on the track. Car looking good tonight. Marcus gets any faster, Ben's going to have to bust out his accelerate. Take you out to the woodshed.
Ben Wilcox.
Everybody good? All right, our order's going to be Ben, Marcus, Ryan, Jeff, and Chris. Ben, listen for that tone, and I will call the rest of you off in less than 5. Marcus, Ryan, Jeff, and Chris. All right, round 2 underway here on a great Thursday night of racing at 5280 Raceway. Appreciate everybody coming down. Lots of folks here having a good time tonight. Watch the straightaway. Stay low on the straight. Low on the straight. She's clear. All right, a little over a minute into this thing. Ben out front. Jeff Troffgruben in that 2 spot. What is going on, Jeffrey? Oh, Jeff just dropped. Marcus moves himself into that 2. Ryan now in the 3. Jeff in the 4. Chris in the 5.
Yeah, should be 65, 30, and 50. For the tires? For the rubber tires? No, those are GT12 tires. They're 30. Yeah. 65 on the motor, and then his membership. I think I have GT12 on there, don't I? Up higher. Yeah, I can't get the printer to work. I needed to print up. Cool.
All right, sorry, I was working on some pricing information. Ben is still out front. Marcus in that 2. Ryan, Jeff, and Chris. Both Ben and Marcus going quicker than Ben's round 1 TQ. Ben on a 28.503. Marcus on a 28.510. Looking good. Marcus keeping it within less than 5 seconds behind our leader. Ryan about a lap back from the 1 and 2 car. Hot laps on that track right now. Ben now showing a 10.4 Ryan, Marcus with a 10.8, 11.4 Ryan. That's why Jeff was out front. Even quicker than round 1, 5.3 Jeff Troffgruben. Closest race on the track is our leader and that 2 driver, Marcus Wolfram. Just under 6 seconds now is the gap with less than a minute to go.
You out of here? We'll see you Saturday, though, right? Look forward to it. I know. If you make a mistake, it makes you pay.
Up next, Heat 1, GT12. You guys be making your way over to that driver's stand, please. Final 10 seconds to go. Ben looking to reset that TQ. All right, there's your tone. I will let you know when you're done. Everybody's still live. Ben, you're done. Jeff, done. Ryan and done. Marcus, done. Chris Stevens, done. It's in the books. Ben resets that TQ on a 28.503. Marcus in the 2, Ryan, Jeff, and Chris. All right. Heat 1, GT12. We're looking for Al, Joe, Michael, and Jeff. You gents are up
I thought I had at least penciled.
Joe Musa.
All right, drivers getting them warmed
Michael
up.
Harlan. Al Spano.
All right, GT12 action coming your way. We got some marshals out here. I see Ryan. I see Ben. I see Marcus.
Jeff Trop-Gruben.
If you're sitting in that pit and you got a GT12 in front of you, get it doped and ready to go because you're up next. Why do I have 5 guys on the stand? Okay. Ethan, you're an A-sort kind of guy. You go sit down. All right, now that we got that straightened out, order's going to be Al, Joe, Michael, and Jeff. Al, you're going to go at the tone, and I will call the other three off in less than 5. Joe. Michael. Jeff. Now Joe's car has a flat tire. Sounds eerily similar to Johnny's car in round 1. You guys share the same mechanic, don't you? I'm still sitting on this can of Fix-A-Flat. Flat tire or not, Smoking Joe Musso leading them around. Al in the 2. Michael Barlin just moved up to the 3, drops Jeff to the 4. But Joe Musso with a 12-1. Joe on a 24.504, looking to move himself up 2 spots to numero 5 overall. Al, though, Al's only about 2.2 seconds behind our leader. He's right there coming for it. Oh, now we got Jeff Troftgruben. Jeff's moved up into that 1 spot. Jeff's figured out how to trip the timing loop. Now I'm seeing a 5-1 out of Jeff, and mysteriously he moved it up to the point. But I'm going to say Joe Musso's still leading them around. Michael in the 2. I need to change the minimum lap so that quits happening. All right, it's righting itself. Joe now on the point. Michael in the 2, Al in the 3.
I think I can do it live. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I was actually just trying to change the minimum lap time, but I'll deal with it later. Minute and a half to go. Joe's still out front. I'm still showing Jeff in that 2 spot, but I'm not positive that's correct. Michael in the 3, Al in the 4. Joe's still looking to move up to that number 5 overall spot. Keep it clean, Joe. All right, waiting on a few drivers here. Al, you're done. Joe, done. Everybody is done. Joe is going to take that one. Michael in the 2, Al in the 3, Jeff in the 4.
Yeah, there it is. Time 5-1 right there, lap 7. So I think you want to go for the not the trash can, but the other one because it's an invalid lap. So if you do that, it'll combine it with the other lap and make it what it should be.
Got it.
There we go. That fixed it. And then to fix the minimum lap for now, you have to change, and you should be good to clip finish rates. Yeah, everything should be fine. For now, you have to change the minimum lap in events, but later we can go and change it in classes.
Yeah, I can at least do it here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. In GT12, and then, yeah, right at there, at the very top. It's set to 5. Probably 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do it in F1 too. He was leading.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
No, yeah, he was the first round, too. I knew that had to be what was going on, because he's not driving.
Ethan Garrett,
no.
Johnny Musso, Ryan local favorite Martinez, Mark Simons,
I had that car working at least. It wasn't great, but I think it looks undrivable again.
All right. TQ, local favorite Ryan Martinez, Johnny Musso in that 2, Ryan in the 3, Mark in the 4, and Ethan Garrett in that 5 spot. All right. We got drivers. Looks like we got marshals. Ryan, you're going to go at the tone. I will call the rest of you off in less than 5. Johnny. Ryan. Mark. Ethan. Fix the flat, available now. Come see Rick Wilcox. Up next, everybody in the burnout pit getting them warmed up for Low C NASCAR. Closing in on that 1 minute mark. Ryan Martinez out front. Johnny Musso in that 2. Mark Simons in the 3. Ryan and Ethan round out this field. Our top 2 drivers going quicker than round 1 TQ. Martinez on a 27.504. Only 3/10 behind, though, Johnny Musso. He is looking fast. 11 flat out of Martinez. Musso with an 11.1. Ryan Keel, 11 flat. Ryan's finding some freaking pace. Ryan only 1.3 behind Musso. Mark Simons under a second behind Ryan. 3.8 behind Mark sits Ethan Garrett. All these guys on close to the same lap. Everybody looking good. Waiting for somebody to crack into the 10s. 11.022 out of our leader. He's knocking at the door. Johnny with that 11.1. Ryan Keel, 11.014. Martinez on a 27.503, putting about 5 seconds on his round 1 TQ. Look at that. Martinez must have made a mistake. Musso now out on point. Ryan Keel moves himself up into that 2 spot. Martinez dropping all the way to the 3. Right now, Musso looking to put it numero uno on our overall leaderboard. Ryan treading water. He's still looking at 3 overall. Not too shabby. Mark Simons holding on to that 4 overall position. Ethan Garrett looking to move himself up 3 spots now. Ethan looking at that 5 hole. Trying to bump Smoking Joe down. Oh, somebody makes a big mistake. Oh, no, it's Mark. Mark could not afford that. Mark trying to hold on to that 4 overall spot. Let's see if he does. That is going to hurt his cause. Still, yeah, that does. That drops Mark now down to 5 overall. Ethan moves up to 4 overall. Ethan definitely the big mover right now, looking to go up 4 spots. But the story really, Johnny Musso looking to steal that TQ here in round 2. Musso throwing down. He's on a 27.507. More than enough to take that top qualifier position. Oh, Simons is driving it now. He's looking better. Mark trying to keep himself in that 4 overall spot. Ethan now drops himself to 5 overall. About 30 seconds on our race clock. Can Musso hang on? Oh, he keep it clean, Johnny. Martinez now in that 2 spot. Bumps Ryan down to the 3, Ethan and Mark. Keep them going, boys. You need this, Musso. Clean last lap here. Martinez, you're done. Ryan done. Keel, that is. Martinez done. Johnny done. Waiting on Ethan. There it is. It's a wrap. Johnny Musso does it just barely, but he hangs on. Takes that TQ away from Martinez. Ethan Garrett, the only other one to move up. He moved up 3 spots to 5 overall. Simons, you hung on to that 4 overall. Ryan Keel will start in the 3 spot. Nice drive, boys. All right. Dorsey, Simons, and Jeff.
Jeff Trop Gruben. Dan the Man.
All right, they're getting them warmed up. Big block racing.
Mark Simons.
All right, our order's going to be Dan, Mark, and Jeff. Oh, you guys got it. All right, Dorsey, you're going to go at the tone. I'll call the other two off, less than 5. Mark. Jeff. Ooh, traction roll out of Simons. Nice Marshall.
Huh? I still don't want one, but I'm psyched that I'd love to see it take off.
Dorsey out front. Jeff's in that 2 spot. Simon's in the 3. Mark fighting some traction rolling issues. Dan's got the 2-wheel bicycle action down pat. I swear it's on 2 wheels every corner, but he's keeping it balanced. It's a thing of beauty. I think that's how these things are going to be the fastest, though. They got to be right on the edge of going over. That's over the edge, Mark. Up next, last heat of the night, that will be touring car. Just past that halfway point. Dorsey throwing down. He's hunting for that Marlboro Red sponsorship. Maybe it's Winston or Salem. I don't know. Dorsey takes a little love tap from Jeff. No blood, no foul. If you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. Dude, literally every corner that car's on 2 wheels, but I don't think it's gone over. Nice move. Way to work together. Who's going to be at Hobbytown first thing in the morning?
Johnny? I've done enough of this, one-hit wonder shit. It looks fun. I'd drive one, but I'm not buying that. I've got a shelf full of shit like this. Yeah, see? Same thing.
$30 to go. Nobody going quicker than Dan's round one time. I'll call you when you're done. Dan and Mark, you're done. Jeff, when you cross, you will be done. Dorsey's going to take that. Mark finishes in the 2, Jeff in the 3. Our starting grid in tonight's main event's going to be Dan, Mark, and Jeff. Up next, touring car. Kind of a little everything. Johnny, if you could call this, we'd be grateful.
Eric Scherer. Big Daddy from Cincinnati. Al Spano.
All right, guys, if you were in that last race, I'm going to need you back out here to Marshall and probably another volunteer. Twinkle Toes Ryan all over it. Can I get one more volunteer marshal at the end of the straight? Thank you, sir.
Ethan Garrett. Regular Big Daddy. Eddie Garrett. Dan the Man.
Hey, Rick, will you go under the loop? Rick, sorry. Okay, I couldn't figure out what was going on. All right, I'll get you added, Ben. Yeah, one sec. All right, I need everyone to check in again.
Dan the Man, Ethan Garrett, Eric Scherer, Big Daddy from Cincinnati, Regular Big Daddy, Eddie Garrett, Al Spano.
Ben, one more time under the loop. Sorry.
Ben
All right,
Wilcox.
straightaways closed. Sorry about that, guys. Your TQ, Dan Dorsey will be going on the tone. Rick 2, Ethan 3, Eric 4, Marcus, Al, Eddie, Ben. I'm going to call you off real quick, so be ready, guys. We got drivers. We got marshals. Dan, go on the tone. Rick, Ethan, Eric, Marcus, Al, Eddie, Ben. All right, marshals, look alive. We got 8 cars out there. We'll give them a couple minutes here to get it sorted out. Watch the right side. Lots of traffic on the right side, guys. That right side is clear. All right, we got Ben leading him around. Rick in the 2, Eric 3, Dan 4, Ethan, Marcus, Eddie, Al. 1 down, 4 to go, drivers. Work together out there, guys. Work together. Watch in front of the driver's stand. That is clear. Remember, if a car's coming up behind you, he's already in front of you. It's faster just to let him go by. Ben leading him around. Dorsey 2, Rick 3, Ethan 4, Marcus, Eric, Eddie, Al. Ben is trying to check out and damn near has with a minute 30 into this race. He's 9 seconds up on Dan, who is in your number 2 spot. Rick in the number 3 spot, about half a second back from Dan. Ethan about 2 seconds back from Rick. Marcus half a second back from Ethan. Couple close races going on. Mainly for that number 2 spot between Dan and Rick. And for that number 4, nope. Marcus takes the number 4. Ethan down to the 5. Ethan's about half a second back from Marcus. 2 down, 3 to go, drivers. Quick look at hot laps here. We got 3 drivers in the 10s. But your hot lap of the race is going to Ben. He's got a 9.7. Blistering fast. No, I lied. Eddie just threw down a 5.5. 2:30 to go, drivers. You're halfway through. Ben on the point. Rick up to the 2. Dan about 3/10 back in the 3. Then it's Ethan, Marcus, Eric, Eddie, Al. Oh, watch in front of the announcer stand. That's clear. Three down, 2 to go. Ben, Rick, Dan, that is your top 3. Take a look at the overall positions. Right now, your big mover for 25.5 touring car is Ben, moving his way all the way up to TQ, proving that you can just put the car down and win. Right now, other than that, not a lot of movement on the overall leaderboard. Ben has pretty much checked out. I'm not sure which car is his. There's a lot of them out there. If I had to wager, maybe the blue and or the white and orange. I think so. So your leader down the straightaway, under the loop, around the sweeper, taps there, doesn't lose a lot. One to go, drivers. Ben, Rick, Dan. Right now, your closest 2 close races going on. One for the number 2 spot between Rick and Dan. Dan about 2 seconds back. Your second closest race is for that number 5 spot. Eric trying to hold off Marcus, who's less than a second back. Watch the right side driver or left side drivers right in front of the driver's stand. That is clear. Thank you, Ryan. Ooh, tough break for Eric. He was number 5 overall, but he just broke out. 20 seconds to go, drivers. Ben leading him around, has a commanding lead. Rick in the 2. Ethan up to the 3. Dan 4. Marcus 5. Eddie 6. Eric Al. 10 seconds to go, drivers. Keep going when you hear the tone. Do not stop. I will call you off when you are done. Keep them going. Dan, you're done. Marcus, Rick, Ethan, done. Ben, done. Eddie, done. Just waiting on Al. Al is done. Great race, guys. Ben takes the win and the TQ. Rick in the 2 spot. Ethan in the 3. I did. It's actually sitting in my pit right now. Yeah, it's at 27, like 09. See, that's a good one. That 27.7 is probably fast as shit. They were a little different from their test and your test, right? Yeah, so it's well the yeah, I can't blame you. I would too. So without a sensor wire, they're testing really close to what that sticker says, but with the sensor wire, like the 3500s were testing like 4100, 4200. So they're significantly faster because they have like 40 degrees of timing, but with sensor wires. Right. So what you're saying is all the manufacturers, PN, Reflex, Silver Horse, Marcus is the one who started it actually, but they're telling the China shops to put it in. So it used to be they used to run
Transponder 2012997.
like 20 in his old one, and then now they're all at like 40. So it's just an arms race is all it is. So
Transponder 83462994.
3500 I've driven. Like it's faster than the hobby. It's a fucking rocket ship. So yeah, you'll like it. Oh yeah,
Transponder 83462994.
good.
Transponder 80129997. Ryan local favorite Martinez. Dan the man. (13.6) Chris Stevens.
I agree with Rick. GT12, we're stacking it.
19.8.
I made it here, but I figured if you're coming up here, I'll
13.1.
over once, and I was gonna stack it right here.
19.6.
Oh, okay. That's a new way I normally what I do,
13.9.
but it's nice to know there's alternative ways.
11.5.
So
21.9.
I just go into events. And so it's GT12, right?
12.9.
And you go to round.
10.9.
So you can select how many drivers in the qualifier, and now we're doing the main though. So I'd put 5 as the max. So
21.2. 14.3. 18.5.
I just put it at whatever 10 because it's at 4, and that does it too.
Nice. Okay. That's good to know. Every time I come up here and talk with you guys, I learn more shit about
20.2.
Well, we
14.1.
Because there, it's funny because like you do a little different.
you didn't do a create round.
I did.
Right?
I don't know why it's there. Do the drop down. I never created it though. Like I made it through and it's gonna generate it.
So you haven't done this.
No. Well, I've done this, but you have to
Yeah, here we
generate.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you check make sure it's stacked.
It should be. If it didn't do it right, yeah.
Oh, they're good.
32.7,
Awesome.
38.5.
Alrighty, kids, we'll take about 10 minutes or so. Shoot for roughly 8:30 mains. If anybody needs more time, holler at me. We can work with you, but I
19-4.
think that should be good.
14.4.
So F1 will go off first. GT12, we stacked it. So all 9 of you will be running in Heat 2. NASCAR. Oh, I'm going to have to
15
redo
flat.
this. It's separated touring, and we're going to run them all together.
21.7. 19.4. 18.6. 19.4. 25 flat. 19.5. 18.8. 19.6. 29.9. 18.6. 19.9. 'Ryan local favorite Martinez. 20.8. 11.1. 11.3. 21.3. 11 flat. Dan the man. 18 flat. 11.4. 10.5. 11.9. 11.8. 11.2. 11.2. 11.5. 10.6. 11.1. 10.7. 10.5. 24.1. Jeff Trop Gruben. Chris
flat.
Stevens. $14.9. $17.5. $14.4. Big Daddy from Cincinnati. $28.4. $15.8.
All right, we're going to give Jeff a minute to slam that motor into that spur gear, and we'll send it. Otherwise, it will be a spur wheel.
Ben Wilcox.
All right, getting ready to get our main event underway here at 5280 Raceway, Lakewood, Colorado. A beautiful Thursday night, actually expecting snow tomorrow. We really haven't seen hardly any of that this year, so it's going to be bizarre. But that's what they're saying. We'll see.
Ryan Keel.
But then like 78 on Saturday. It was too warm to even, yeah.
If we can get some marshal help here from the stock touring class. All right. Michael stepping in and helping Eric out. He's going to cover him while Eric does some emergency repairs.
Just let Jeff get his, hopefully he slammed that motor good and firm.
Ethan, you can grab under the board there. Brilliant. All right, Jeff got that motor slammed into that gear. Hopefully it'll make 5 minutes. All right, we're lining them up. Order's going to be Ben, Marcus, Ryan, Jeff, and Chris Stevens. Let's all take it easy on that start. Let's just cruise through that sweeper before you commence to throwing shit at it. All right, drivers are ready. Marshals are ready. Let's listen for that tone in less than 5. Brilliant. That's what we like to see. All right, nice clean start. Everybody is turning, everybody burning. Still in the order we started: Ben, Marcus, Ryan, Jeff, and Chris. Ben comes out swinging 10-4 early on. Marcus with a 10-8, 12 flat out of Ryan, 13-1 Jeff, 13-4 out of Chris. Marcus hanging in there. 2.3 seconds is the gap between that 1 and 2 car. Only 5 seconds back is Ryan Keel in that 3 spot. Parts distributed in the straightaway. Martinez got it cleared. Our leader working his way through traffic. Coming up on Ryan. Nicely done, Ryan. Now Marcus working his way past. Well done. Ryan parks it. Makes it easy for Marcus to keep the fight up. He's trying to chase down our leader. 10-3 out of our leader. Marcus quicker as well. 10-7 out of Marcus. Watch straight. Watch the straight. Stay high. Stay high. Stay high. Chris really been fighting that car. We're at that halfway point. Marcus hanging in there. Still about 2.5 seconds is all the gap there is between that 1 and that 2 car. That's really the closest race on the track. Actually, Chris and Jeff have a pretty good battle going on. About 1.1 seconds. Jeff is closing that gap on Stevens. Ben stretching it out a little bit. It's up to 4 seconds now. 1:40 to go. Up next, Heat Everything, GT12. Time to separate the men from the little boys. Marcus closed that gap back down 2.9 on that last pass. Marcus showing some good pace. I didn't see it, but I heard it. Our leader coming up behind some lap traffic. Oh, he does sneak through. Marcus is facing that here shortly. That's your 2-place car. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Marcus, or Chris. We're getting 5 seconds on the clock. There's your tonic. You got caught, Marcus. You're done. Steven's done. Ben, you're done. Ryan, and waiting on Jeff. And that is a wrap. Ben is going to take that one. Marcus Wolfram in the 2. Ryan Keel, podium in that 3. Jeff and Chris. Good run, guys. looking for 9 GT12 drivers to take that stand. Joe wasting no time getting up there, going to get them tires heated up.
Joe Musso. Al Spano. Mark Simons. Johnny Musso. Michael Barlin. Ryan local favorite Martinez.
All right, half of that F1 class is going to be running GT12, so I think Ben and Marcus are going to need a little help. Oh, Chris is out there. That's right. Oh, we're still going to